Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Om Ajnanativiradasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Utak Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitana Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhir Govindaha Sarvakarana Karanam Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Knowledge, the Raja Vidya. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully started the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We already finished 5 slokas in the 10th chapter. There is Vibhuti Yoga. There is the opulence of the Absolute. Now we are understanding in this chapter how Krishna is pervading everywhere, how Krishna is the Supreme Person. That's what brings us happiness. When we want to hear about Krishna, that brings us so much happiness. So there is the sloka we are going to study in this chapter itself. Matchitta matgata prana bodhayantaga parasparam kadayantascha mamityam tushyanti cha rananti cha. So that happiness comes, satisfaction comes only when we hear about Krishna, when we glorify Krishna. All other things are bogus, useless. They all bring us distress, no happiness. In this material world, everywhere, problems, distress, we pay, we struggle to earn money and pay there to buy distress. That's what happens in this material. Whereas the matchless gift, the priceless gift, which is invaluable basically, is this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. This knowledge only brings us happiness. Because Jnanam Labdva Param Shanti. Only when we get this knowledge, we are going to attain supreme peace. That's why Jnanam Labdva Param Shanti. Jnanam, knowledge, Labdva, you will get it, Param Shanti, the supreme peace. So that means if we get the knowledge, we will get adhigachadi. Achirena adhigachadi. Jnanam labdva means when we get the knowledge, param shantim adhigachadi means we will get the peace of mind and without any delay, achirena. So with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's what we are now also in the 10th chapter we are studying and understanding. Even in all the chapters, everything. Maya Vesya Mano Yema Nitya Yukta Upasate. Sardaya Parayopeta. So Krishna is teaching us in many slokas. Everything. So Asamsayam Samagram Mam Yatanyasisi Tachram. So everything. So without any doubt, how to know me in fully, I will explain to you everything. So that's what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita. So he is giving us asamshayam without any doubt. Samagrama means completely about himself. So yatanyasisi tachram. Maya sakta managa pata yogam vinjan madasraya asamsayam samagram mam yathanyasasi tachnu. So if you are attached to Krishna, then we are going to know about Krishna, because Krishna is going to reveal everything to us, and Krishna can reveal about him only to his devotees. Even though we already studied in the 10th chapter, then no one knows about Krishna. Even the demigods or the Maharishis, they don't know about Krishna. Because Krishna is the origin of them also. Krishna is the origin of everything. But we can know about Krishna purely simply by devotion. Bhaktya mam abhijanat. That's what Krishna says. Only by pure devotion one can know me, one can understand me. Yavan yaschasmi tattvataha. So one can know about me, the complete tattva, the complete fact about me only by pure devotion. Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato nyatva visathe tadanantaram. So simply by knowing everything about Krishna, we are going to enter into Krishna's supreme abode. That's what visathe tad anantaram. Visathe means will enter. Anantaram means without any end, which is beyond the spiritual, beyond the material planetary systems. It's a spiritual world. So that's what we are going to go there and enjoy there forever. So that Krishna, the supreme Krishna, we can know him only by pure unalloyed devotion. Bhaktyamam abhijanati yamanyaschasmi tattva. That devotion we are getting because of this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge gives all the information, all the knowledge we need to know about Krishna. Krishna himself directly came here and revealed this knowledge to us. And many times Krishna has said in Bhagavad Gita that I'm teaching you this most confidential knowledge. This is the secret of all secrets. And this is the topmost secret. And I'm revealing this knowledge for your benefit because you are so much dearer to me. So like that, Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita very clearly that he is interested in our welfare. Krishna wants us to enjoy with him. He's the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is the Bhoktara. Bhoktara means he's the enjoyer. Bhokta. Bhokta cha prabhurevat. Everything Krishna is the enjoyer. But Krishna wants to enjoy with us. But we want to enjoy away from Krishna. That is the problem. This is the source of all our problems. We need to understand very clearly. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, who is the supreme enjoyer, who is the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, and he wants to enjoy with us. But we want to enjoy ourselves away from Krishna. That's why we are struggling and suffering. Once we get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, once we find enjoyment in only remembering Krishna, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and talking about Krishna, glorifying Krishna, and all the time focusing our mind on Krishna, so then the real enjoyment, at that time Krishna is also going to be extremely happy with us. So that means we both can enjoy together. So the real enjoyment comes only when we want to enjoy with Krishna, when we connect ourselves with Krishna. Otherwise, in this material world, simply suffering is the only end result. We are going to simply suffer. That is the fact, that is the reality. How to free ourselves from this suffering? That's what we need to now understand. We need to think about what to do, how to free ourselves. So the only way we can free ourselves from this material world, this suffering, this material entanglement, is only simply getting this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That will solve all the problems. It's already solving our problems. We are able to experience it. We are able to feel it. Because of this knowledge, we know our goal. So we have hopes. Without this knowledge, this well is all the time, it is hopeless life here. Problems after problems only will come in this material world. One problem we try to solve, 10 problems will be there in front of us. And every time the problem is going to be much bigger and very challenging. So, only by getting this knowledge, surrendering unto this Bhagavad Gita, so that means following the instructions very carefully and doing everything for Krishna. So, then we are going to really enjoy. Then no more suffering. Then no more problems. So that should be the way of our life, and we are in that way. And because we are getting this knowledge and we are making progress, there is no doubt. And Krishna will ensure that we will not fall down. Krishna will make sure that we will go in the right direction. So it's all happening by Krishna's causeless mercy. That's what we need to understand. By Krishna's mercy, we will be saved from this material world. That's why prasadat. So if you do all our activities only for Krishna, sarva karmani api sada kurvano madhyapasrayaga mat prasadat avapnoti sasvatam padam avyayam. That's what we are supposed to do. We are supposed to do all our activities only for Krishna. Sarva karmani api sada kurvano madhyapasrayaga. So by taking shelter unto me, madhyapasrayaga. So api sada, all the time, sarva karmani, all the activities. So if you just do it for Krishna, so then mat prasadat avapnoti sasvatam padam avyam. Then by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will achieve the supreme eternal destination. That's what the eternal sasvatam padam avyam, the indestructible eternal destination. That is Krishna's abode. So that we have to simply do everything for Krishna. Simply surrender unto Krishna, do everything for Krishna, like what we are doing with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. It is possible for us. And in this limited lifetime, we need to accomplish as much as possible. And we need to fully focus only in the service of Krishna. Everything should be done that way only. So then we will see things. We will see things are changing in our favor. Everything will go in our favor only. Because when Krishna is there with us, who can create trouble? When Krishna is there with us to protect, like Krishna was there with Arjuna. Like Duryodhana thought, his army is very well protected by Bhishma. Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam Bhishma abhirakshitam. That's what Duryodhana thought. And he also thought that Pandava's army has limited strength and it is protected only by Bhima. Paryaptum idam etesham balam Bhishma abhirakshitam. That's what Duryodhana thought. Foolish Duryodhana didn't know that Pandava's army, especially Arjuna, was protected by Krishna. So he didn't say that. He should have said that Aparyaptam Pandavas asmakam, Pandavas army. So Aparyaptam Pandavas army. So Paryaptum idam etesam. He should have said that Aparyaptum idam etesam balam Krishna abhirakshit. That's what he should have said, that Aparyaptum idam etesham balam Krishna abhirakshitam paryaptum idam asmakam. So, paryaptum idam asmakam balam Bhishma abhirakshit. That is the right sentence. That is the right way. If Duryodhana said that correctly, that is the right way to do. But he didn't understand. He took it in a wrong way. He thought that his army is unlimited and his army is protected by Bhishma. Whereas paryaptum idam etesham balam Krishna abhirakshitam aparyaptum tadasmakam balam Bhishma abhirakshitam. Aparyaptum idam etesham balam Krishna abhirakshitam paryaptum tadasmakam balam Bhishma abhirakshitam. That's what he should have really thought, but he didn't. He simply thought that this army is very well protected, but he didn't have the knowledge. So when Krishna is protecting us, when we are protected by Krishna, then nobody can give us any trouble. That's what we need to understand. That's why in the 9th chapter, towards the end, Krishna said very clearly that Kaunteya Pratijanidhi Name Bhaktaga Pranashyati. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Me Bhaktaga na Pranashyati. Me Bhaktaga na Pranashyati. That's what Krishna says in the 9th chapter we studied. My devotee does not perish. That's what. My devotee never perishes. So that way we should not be like Duryodhana, thinking that I am great and I can do anything. And also, if you just think like Duryodhana, then we will be destroyed like Duryodhana in the battlefield. We should actually be like Arjuna, depend on Krishna in all circumstances, simply depending on Krishna. Even in that circumstance, in the middle of the battlefield, Arjuna didn't go to any of his brothers to ask what to do. He didn't go and ask Yudhishthira or Bhima or anyone. Arjuna asked his best friend, his cousin, only Krishna. He asked only Krishna to tell him what is good for me. He didn't go and ask anyone else to tell him what is good for him. He directly asked Krishna to tell him, Yasya Nishchitam Bruhit Tanme. You tell me for certain what is good for me. Same case applies to us also. We need to ask only Krishna. We don't have to ask anyone else. Of course, when we approach a Guru, Guru teaches only Bhagavad Gita. That's it, nothing else. That's what Krishna himself says, that Upadekshanti te jnanam. They explain the knowledge. They teach, they instruct. Only the knowledge. What knowledge? This Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That Krishna is the Supreme Person. That knowledge. That's what Krishna says. Upadekshanti te jnanam. Jnaninas tattva darshana. Because they are the jnanis, they have seen the truth. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevya. Of course, when we get this knowledge, we have to have very submissive attitude. That's what Arjuna also did when he submitted himself to Krishna fully. Sisyaste agam sadimam kvam prapanam. Only in that mood only one can receive the knowledge. Otherwise, you cannot receive the knowledge. That's very important. So to receive the knowledge, one should be very, very submissive. So that way, Arjuna got the knowledge, received the knowledge, understood Bhagavad Gita. Then he was able to take the right decision. Finally, the decision was Arjuna's. We already know from Bhagavad Gita that even if Arjuna decided not to fight, still he will be forced to fight. Still, Arjuna will be fighting on. That's what Krishna himself told very clearly. So, Vidyesa Vavasayaste, Prakriti Swam Niyokshati. Prakriti Swam Niyokshati means with your Prakriti, Swam, your own, your Swabhava, you will be engaged in fighting. But Arjuna took the right decision that he decided to fight for Krishna. So that's very important. So like that, we need to make the decision. See, everything what's happening in our life, it's going to happen that way only because the three modes of material nature are in full control and they are going to do it in the same way only. We cannot stop it. We cannot stop what we are doing it, how we are acting. That's not in our control. That's going to happen only. But what we can do is that we should think that. That's it. We cannot stop what we are doing, but we can think for whom we are doing. That part is ours. So we have to just think that I'm doing it for Krishna. That's it. Arjuna anyhow will be fighting only. There is no escape from fighting in that battle. So, but Arjuna has decided, Arjuna told Krishna that I'm going to fight for you. So that is Arjuna just thinking that way. Like that we need to think. Whatever we are doing, we are going to do every day. That we cannot stop. But we need to think that we are doing it for Krishna. So that knowledge we are getting from this Bhagavad Gita. So what we are studying now, so in the 10th chapter, we already finished 5 slokas. So in the 10th chapter, sloka number 3, what we studied in the 10th chapter, Krishna explained very clearly that Yo mamajam manadicha Veti loka maheshwaram asammudaga samartyeshu sarva papaihi pramuchyate. Sarva papaihi pramuchyate. Yomam evam asammuda. Yomam ajam anadimcha. Veti loka maheshwaram. Anyone who knows, anyone who understands that I am unborn and I have no beginning, and who understands, who knows that I am the Maheshwara, the Supreme Controller, without any confusion. Samartyeshu, among the mortal beings, Sarva Papegi Pramuchade, he is freed from all sins. Sarva Papegi Pramuchade. So that's what, for all of us, we already know that Krishna is the Supreme, so that means we are free from all sins. He who knows me as the unborn, as the beginningless, as the Supreme Lord of all the worlds, he only undiluted among men is freed from all sins. Then in the next sloka, what Krishna is teaching in this sloka number 4 and 5, together we studied yesterday. Buddhir jnanam asammoha kshama satyam damaha shamaha Sukham dukkam bhavabhavo bhayam cha bhayamevacha ahimsa samata tusti tapodanam yasho yashah bhavanti bhava bhutanam matayeva pratak Vedana. Buddhi, there is intelligence, jnanam, knowledge, buddhi, jnanam, then asammoha means freedom from doubt and illusion. Then kshama, forgiveness, satyam, truthfulness, damaha, control of the senses, samaha, control of the mind. So control of the senses and control of the mind. Sukham, happiness, dukkam, distress, bhava, abhava, birth, death, bhayam, abhayam, fearlessness, ahimsa, non-violence, samatha, satisfaction, so equanimity, samatha, tusti, satisfaction, tapo, charity, danam, so tapo is austerity, danam, charity, yaso, fame, and ayasa means infamy. So all these different natures, they're pratak vidaga. So they are Bhava, Bhutanam, Mattayeva. So they are coming only from me. That's what Krishna is saying. Everything comes only from me. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of the senses, control of the mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity, satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame and infamy. All these various qualities of living beings are created by me alone. Now, in the next sloka, sloka number 6, what we are studying today, Krishna is continuing that Maharshaya Saptapuvi Chatvaro Manavastata Madbhava Manasajata Yesham lokaimaha prajaha. So the 7 rishis, that's what known as Sapta rishis. So in the beginning, so 7 rishis, Maharshega Saptapuvi. Then Chatvaro, 4 Kumaras, the 4 Kumaras. Then Manu, Manavastata, Manu. So, of course, we know that they are all born from Brahma. So, of course, Krishna only is Datagam Visvato Mukham. So, I am the 4-headed Brahman. So, that's what Krishna says. So, Maharshega Saptapurve Chatvaro Manavastata Madbhava Manasajata. So, they are produced from my mind. That's what my Madbhava Manasajata. Yesham loka imaha prajaga. From them, all the population in this world, so they came. So they have come from them one. So all of us came from them one. So that's what Krishna is teaching here. The 7 great sages and before them, the 4 other great sages And the Manus come from me, born from my mind, and all the living beings populating the various planets descend from them. First, originally, when Brahma created the 4 Kumaras to create this world, to create the population, they said that they can't. They went to, they took a brahmachari, so they didn't take the family way. So then Brahma created these 7 sages. So that's why Krishna is saying that. Then Manu came from them. So that's why all of them are coming from me only. That's what Krishna is teaching. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished this sloka number 6 in the 10th chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So we chant 2 rounds, which will roughly take about 15 minutes. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Nityana. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityana. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavani Paschatya Desataya. Om Jnanatyamiradasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurumiritamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaurabhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hema Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
I missed the initial part. I will catch it up on YouTube.
Yes, Mataji. What did you say, Mataji?
No, I said I missed the initial part. I'll catch it up on
okay, in YouTube. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, yes. Thanks so much.
Thank
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji. Hare Krishna. Akshay Prabhu. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class.
Yes, Mataji.
Guruji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Akshay Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. So it was really a nice class today, and we learned nice concepts that even though we can't skip our work, we need to always remember Krishna, and we need to think that whatever we are doing and serving, it is only for Krishna. Only then we can have a clear picture. And yeah.
Yes, bro. Yes, exactly. Exactly. We need to think that we are doing it for Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Snehal Mantkani. Hare Krishna. Snehal. Hare Mutani. Hare Krishna. Anita Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kumbhabandha ke sachi. Hare Krishna.
Brinda Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Brinda Mataji. Mohanan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. Another one interesting class, Guruji. Krishna
Yes.
is everything. Everyone has come from Krishna only, Guruji.
Yes.
Complete. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji. Thank you for all your effort, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Vishnu Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Thank you, Guruji. No questions, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Lisa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, in Shloka 6, today we learned that the 7 great sages and the 4 Kumaras and the 14 Manus are born from the mind of Krishna. And all living entities of the various planets have descended from these 25 great sages. So Krishna is the original forefather of all living entities. Yes, Guruji, every class is so amazing. We are learning so much each day.
Yes,
Thank you so much, Guruji, for your efforts.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Rama. Hare Krishna Mataji. Sunil Shivas Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sumati Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Dandavad Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
Rama Hare Hare.
Pranam Guruji. Pranam.
Sumati Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
Thank you very much for the class, Guruji. So interesting to learn about the creation of the universe by Krishna, and who are the initial progenitors of the universe. Very interesting, Guruji. And it is so wonderful to understand that. I just read in the purport that Brahma itself underwent penance for 100,000 years
Yes.
before he realized by the grace of Krishna how to create.
Yeah.
So that means, yeah, so all what we learn in physics and all that, there was nothing after creation. There was, no form of life for a long time. So all that is all explained in this so beautifully.
Yes.
Isn't it? And only after a certain point, evolution started off, different types of
Yes.
beings came into form. So very interesting, Guruji. Very, very interesting to learn all this. Thank you. Thank you very much for the class, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Asha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for nice class. We received this knowledge. We should become very, very submissive, Guruji. And
Yes.
three modes of nature will never stop. But we have to think only for Krishna.
We are doing it for Krishna. Yes, yes.
Yes, Guruji. We are very grateful to you, Guruji, that you are keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for your immense effort.
Yes, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
By the costless mercy of Krishna, we are studying Bhagavad Gita, the Raja, King of Knowledge. 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga, we are learning. It is full of opulence of the Absolute. Happiness comes from glorifying Krishna only. All other things are a source of distress. Material world, under the three modes of nature, full of problems, pain and distress. Bhagavad Gita knowledge alone will brings us happiness, supreme peace. By the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we know that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Krishna will reveal about him only to his devotees. Only devotees, by pure devotion only, one can know completely about Krishna. Then we can enter Krishna's abode for enjoying forever. Bhagavad Gita knowledge gives us all about Krishna. After getting the knowledge of Krishna, devotional service to Krishna, chanting Krishna mantra, we get the real enjoyment we derive with Krishna after connecting with Krishna. Only by surrendering unto Bhagavad Gita follows Krishna's instructions, doing everything for Krishna, we are going to enjoy and there won't be any problems further. Krishna will ensure our safety. He will save from this material, saves us. He will save us from this material world. We are supposed to do all activities for Krishna only. By Krishna's mercy, we will attain eternal destination, that is Krishna's abode. When Krishna is there with us to protect, everything will be in our favor. No trouble from anywhere. Krishna says, my devotees never perish. Arjun, always take the advice of Krishna only. We need to ask only for Krishna for anything, no one else. We have to submit, surrender unto Krishna to receive the knowledge. We should think for whom we are doing, that is only for Krishna. Arjun also decided to fight for Krishna only. In the last slokas, 10th chapter, 4 and 5 slokas, Krishna is telling, from me alone arises various qualities of humans, that is intelligence, knowledge, unbewilderedness, forgiveness, truthfulness, mind and senses control, happiness and distress, fear and courage, non-violence, equanimity, death, birth, tapodana, austerity, charity, fame and infamy. All these natures are coming from me only. In today's sloka, 10th, that is 10th chapter, 6th sloka, Krishna is telling the 7 great sages, the 4 other saints, and the 14 Manus, all are born from me only. They are produced from my mind. From them, all other beings came into existence. Very nicely learned. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Guruji. Very nice. Can you tell me the names of the 7 great sages that you spoke of?
Comes in the Bhagavad Gita. You have to go there to refer everything.
Acha. Okay, okay. So what in short he
I'm
means to
just
say,
taking it is there in the purport here.
but what Krishna means to say is that everything comes from him, and ultimately we all have to just surrender to him.
Yes, yes, that's correct.
So even if a person becomes famous or infamous, so it is all from Krishna, Guruji.
That is correct. That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So,
Guruji, one should not, like if you get the bad suffering or whatever, I mean, of course it's come from Krishna, but we have to elevate ourselves to the good things and make ourselves consciousness more expanded.
that is correct. We have to just do everything based on this Bhagavad Gita.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare
So
Krishna.
the 7
Krishna.
rishis are 7 sages, Sapta rishis are Atri, Bharadwaja, Gautama Maharishi, Jamadagni, Kashyapa, Vashishta, and Vishwamitra. So like that it is given. Yes.
Okay, Guruji. Yeah, some of them are familiar names. Yes,
Yeah.
Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Aruna Devi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class, Prabhuji. Today I understand, Prabhuji. Happiness comes when we think about of Krishna. Bhagavad Gita knowledge gives us jnanam, peace of mind. All the other material things gives us worries. If we are attached to Krishna with pure devotion, we enjoy Krishna and Krishna Bhakti. Bhagavad Gita knowledge means knowing Krishna and enjoying Krishna. Chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, worshipping Krishna, knowing Bhagavad Gita knowledge gives us happiness and frees ourselves from all material world and solves all our problems. We are supposed to do all our activities to Krishna only. Duryodhana's army was unlimited and protected by Bhishma. Arjuna's army was limited but protected by Krishna. We should not think like Duryodhana. We should think like Arjuna and surrender to Krishna because Krishna is Supreme God. Anyone understand Krishna is Supreme Controller, is freed from all his sins. All the qualities of living beings comes from Krishna only. 7 rishis, 4 kumaras and 14 manus come from Krishna and all population come from them only. Krishna is all above the universe, Prabhuji. Thank you for the class, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji.
Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji, nice class. I have a doubt on 4 saints. 7 sages before. Who are the 4 saints?
Yes, Prabhu. They're given in the purport itself.
So
Yes. Before,
There is a very
yes,
nice.
Sanaka, Sananda.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, four Kumaras.
The four Kumaras. Four Kumaras.
Ah, yes.
That's what
Understand.
Chashma.
Hiranyagarbha and that is Brahma and yes, yes. Understand. Really nice class. Really, you are originated from Manu's genealogical order, the pedigree, and nicely you have presented. We are nothing. God is the source. We have to.
Hare Krishna. Able to unmute Prabhu? Hare Krishna. You are muted. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, principal ring me. That's why I thank you, Guruji. Nice class and very everything is narrated. 14 Manus and all things were narrated. And Guruji, because of your mercy, we are enjoying the class. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Naman.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's statement.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama